Now, B flat diminished is a beautiful sound. We call it a flat 3 diminished in the key of G. 1, 2, 3, flat it. Build a diminished, I'll do it down here. Build a diminished chord on it. And flat 3 diminished, Jazz Skills members, normally leads to... Excellent. Look at them jumping in with those answers. Brilliant. Flat 3 diminished normally leads to 2. Excellent. It can go to 3 as well. Or 1 over 3, Bob. But yeah, most of the time, it's going to go to 2. To A minor 7. And it's a beautiful sound when it has chromatic notes on it. Let me explain that a bit. So... this is delving slightly deeper into the diminished scale, okay? So the diminished scale is B flat diminished approached with notes from a half step below each note. I know some people say it's whole step, half step and all that stuff, or half step, whole step, and all of that. Barry hated that, by the way. It would blow a gasket if anybody said that. He would say, man, it's too brilliant for that. And there's a deeper explanation, which we haven't got time to get too deep into now. But... suffice to say that now we're dealing with this B flat diminished and all the approaches a half step below, which form an A diminished, right? Because we approach every note from a half step below. So if we started with B flat diminished, then we end up with A diminished as the notes that approach all the B flat diminished notes. So look what happens so much of the time. I'll take a couple of tunes as an example. Actually, this one is a great one. You could take that B flat diminished. Personally, I would put it here. I'm going to remove all of that, right? And just put the B flat diminished there. By the way, this will be G6 because we've got G in the melody, right? Isn't that beautiful? Flat 3 diminished to 2. Notice what we got and what probably discourages a lot of lead sheet writers to put that flat 3 diminished there, because you've got a note that's not in it, but that's one of the approach notes to a note in the chord that we were just talking about, right? Bob says, so if you're comping, would you just play G6 B flat diminished? Yeah, I would, especially for solos, Bob. Yeah, when improvising, yeah, I certainly would do that. I don't think what's written here is wrong, but I really like that sound, so yeah, I would certainly do that. If you're enjoying this lesson, would you please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when there's a new video. A positive comment in the comments section really helps as well. And if it's time to level up your playing and get some freedom, then consider joining us on Jazz Skills. More about that at the end. For now, let's get back to the lesson. By the way, another example where people iron it out too much is on Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. They go 1, 3, flat 3 diminished. 2, because to reconcile this note that they'll feel doesn't fit with the flat 3 diminished. I think it's beautiful to go 1, flat 3 diminished. So if I get a lead sheet that's ironed it out to... I'd prefer to say over the B flat diminished. See, there's so much more beauty in that for me. Hope that helps you, Bob. Tons of tunes do stuff like that. For example, anybody? That one's called My Heart Stood Still. You'll hear Barry playing it. It's beautiful. So can you see what I mean by the flat 3 diminished? When we iron it out too much, it's actually a bit of a shame because it can sound really good when you have things like the F sharp against it, right? We're in the key of G, so we've got an F sharp. I'm going to show you an example of why I really wanted to talk about that, because it is going to relate to extensions. Rick, Slow Boat to China does it the other way. Flat 3 diminished goes back to 1 over 3, but it does use it. And when it does that, by the way, I think, goes back to 1, right? So it's a different function. Mac the Knife does it. There. Yeah. Yeah, that area. Exactly. Now let's see what happens the next time this part of the melody comes around. Where is it? Ah, I see. It's actually here. Let's see. Second time, where the box is. E7 with a sharp 9. Not for me. So I'd much prefer to say, let's say if we do the climb, the G, A minor, B minor. Okay. Not even worried about the B, because again, it's not on an important beat. Can get away with it. No problem, right? So I would much prefer to go with what I consider authentic, closer to original changes than some of the extensions that we get on the lead sheets. George is asking about Everything Happens to Me. Yeah. Flat 3 diminished, exactly, it's 2. Well done, George. Yeah, exactly. Well, you made it to the end of this lesson, so I hope you enjoyed it. Consider joining me on Jazz Skills, where we'll take you on a real journey of fluency, not just throw loads of content at you, but really focus on your transformation, teach you which skills need to be in place, how to work on it, and support you all the way. So I hope you'll join me there. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.